It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn.
Like looking in a mirror, trying to steady yourself and seeing somebody else.
I think just being kind at the end of the day is what separates you from others, because there's so many people I see in this industry that thrive and do amazing, and some of them are talented and some of them aren't, but you end up walking away in situations liking the people who were nice to you rather than the people who were more successful.
I think that all of us in the music business, we all kind of do the same thing. We know, we get it. We get each other, and I think that's what's important.
Thought you'd always be mine.
You'll find out that I'm just a regular 16-year-old, and whether you want to be a doctor, a singer, or an actor, or pediatrician, I think anything is possible, and as long as you go for your dreams and never give up, anything can happen. Just me being a regular kid, and that's what I wanted to show to the audience, and just being, show them that I'm just a regular 16-year-old, and just there's the regular side of me, and then there's the side that's just me traveling the world and performing for thousands of people, so they're able to see both of those in the movie. Most people would just think, like, they just put me together. Some people just made me, and like I'm just like some factory, like, machine. Right. But like this movie really proves that I really worked hard to get here, and that's why I just wanted to show that. I think you can learn little pieces from everybody, and Will has taught me some stuff and given me some advice on just life lessons and stuff. So I think that you can take pieces of different advice from different people, and then you can just become a smarter person and someone who can just take advice from other people.
Right here, right up top, straight ahead.
I got a lot of advice from a lot of people. It just depends, some advice, ushers told me to just, if I want this, then it's just up to me, because I have the fans and I have the people that support me. It's just about me doing the work and putting in the effort and actually wanting it and wanting to be the best. And so that's what has to come with it. You can't just go in it and do it half-assed, because you'll just become just another person that did it, and that's not why I'm here. I want to be Justin. So, for instance, in photo shoots, when people are like, yo, Justin, I think you should wear this, and I'm like, I don't really like that. How many times do I have to tell you?
Is that hard, though, sometimes, being 15 years old and kind of putting your foot down?
But yeah, I mean, they think they respect me after I say it, 5 times. Listen, I'm not gonna, I don't know what the last person did, if he let you do that, but I don't want to wear that. What's up, guys? Nice to meet you.
But are you ever lonely? Of course, yeah. I get lonely sometimes, yeah.
You do? Even with all of this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just feel sometimes that you just need someone to be there with you, and that can be lonely.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever get depressed?
Sometimes, yeah.
Really?
Not super, super, super depressed, but I get days where I'm just down and, gloomy.
What if you had it all, but nobody to call? Maybe then you'd know me.
I mean, the beautiful part about it is that those who are invested in a long-term story, you understand that there are peaks and valleys in every person's life. Unfortunately, the reality is he has to live with a camera in front of him, and what he chooses to do on or off camera is analyzed or scrutinized in some odd way.
'Cause I've had everything, but no one's listening.
Does it hurt you when you read this kind of stuff in the media, or do you just try to stay away from it?
Sure, I mean, I'm his mom, so, I think I get more affected maybe than he does reading some of this stuff, but yeah, it's tough.
Guess I just need one more shot, second chance. Is it too late now to say sorry?
I felt like I lost my purpose for a while. I felt like I wasn't chasing after who I knew I was. You know, I was kind of just fine with where I was, and my whole thing was to tell people that whether you feel like you don't have a purpose or you feel like you want to find your purpose, purpose is such an important thing in life, and I just wanted to use my platform to tell people that, I guess. I mean, I think that I forgot what I truly loved and what my purpose was just because I got so used to doing stuff all the time, used to going on stage, and I forgot how much I really loved it. So getting the chance to go back on stage and feel the screams again, it's just like, it's an amazing feeling, for sure. Just entertaining in general. Ever since I was a kid, I've always been like wanted to be the center of attention. So yeah, I just feel like I'm more comfortable on stage than I am off stage, which is, I guess, abnormal, but for me, it's just like I grew up doing it, so. Just being able to recognize how much I really love this and being able to connect with the audience again, because there's a disconnect, you know, I created a disconnect. And so when I came back, I was just vulnerable and kind of laid it on the line, and so with vulnerability, you know, sometimes tears come out.
When the pressure's coming down like lightning, it's like they want me to be perfect.
I'm just learning more how to navigate through situations better and how to like just be myself. And I think that is, I mean, it just makes me just so much happier when I can go into situations and navigate. And I think just being kind at the end of the day is what separates you from others, because there's so many people I see in this industry that thrive and do amazing, and some of them are talented and some of them aren't, but you end up walking away in situations liking the people who were nice to you rather than the people who are more successful. I would rather work with a director who's maybe has less notches under his belt but is like a good person rather than someone who's just like really successful, who's just bossing people around and stuff.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and, you know, just turn their back on you in a second.
I've gotten to a place where I have like a core group and people who are really supporting me and encouraging me, and I never had that before. I never created those type of relationships, so now it feels like I have so much, like I can step into more uncomfortable environments and then step back into like my circle of being so comfortable that it's easier to step into those other places, whether it's interviews or, you know, carpets or whatever it may be. If your core foundation isn't supporting you, then you're just not gonna be balanced.
I just want people to understand like the psychology behind why I potentially could have problems in my life. So, I mean, just think about how young I was and so impressionable. And you have everybody telling me how awesome I am at all times, you know?
You know, I've learned a lot over this past few years, just, you know, with music and, you know, learning different stuff with my voice and press and stuff. So I'm learning as long as I go.
I want people to take a look at my story, and hopefully my words can make a difference.